Hi everybody, Diane from California Tea and Herbal. It's a little drizzly today, so I thought it would be a perfect day to do a food and tea pairing indoors here. We have a series on Facebook called What Goes with Tea, and 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, we find recipes that go really well with tea and herbals. This is one of them. It's called a carrot apple loaf. It actually tastes a lot like a carrot cake. Bread is, if you can picture a carrot cake as a bread, it's so moist it doesn't really even need butter, and it's delicious. Now, after we finish baking this and tasting it, then I'm going to show you the herbals that would match perfectly with this carrot apple loaf. So let's get going. All right, everybody, we're ready to make this bread. Preheat your oven to 350, and I'm not going to go through all the ingredients one by one here, but I'm going to put them up here in front of you, and you can pause and get all the ingredients or click show more and they'll be there. But what we do is combine most of our ingredients and whisk them, and that would include the packed brown sugar, our spices of cinnamon and nutmeg, our vanilla extract, and always get a really good vanilla extract, and then we have 1 egg, and I like to break the yolk before it goes in, and then we also want to put in the little bit of regular sugar, and you can use, for the oil, you can use a canola that is in liquid form, or you can use a vegetable oil. You can use canola, which I would use if I was not going to use the coconut, or you can do what I did and use coconut oil for this. Now, once you have these first recipes together, you want to kind of stir them first, just kind of stir them all together, and then we're going to whisk these. Now you want to whisk these until they are well combined. There is one ingredient that I forgot to put in here, and I'm going to add it and then whisk it in too, and that is a 1/4 cup of sour cream, or you can use yogurt if you prefer. So again, I'm going to make sure this is whisked in very well, and since I'm filming, I'm doing everything with one hand. So I'm going to now grab the bowl and turn this off and give it a really good whisk. So now you can see the texture of the sugars, the oil, the spices, and this sour cream. It's just a nice thick texture. And now we're going to put in our flour and the baking powder and baking soda, which I like to combine ahead of time. Now, what you want to do when you put this in is stir just until combined. So you want to get your big mixing spoon out, and I'm cooking dinner while I'm doing this, so I've actually got some ribs going here too, and it's starting to smell really good in here. So I'm going to again now turn this off and use both hands so that I can stir this through very well. Now this is the stage when you're a kid that you just, can I lick the bowl, can I lick the bowl? And of course it has raw egg, but oh goodness, is there anything that tastes quite like batter when you sneak that little taste anyway? Now we're going to add about a cup each, 3/4 to a cup each of shredded carrot and shredded apple. About a cup each, so depends on how much you want in there. You can do a little less. And then we just fold these in, just fold them in, and then we're ready to put it in the pan. And my oven is preheated, so let me finish doing this. So here is my floured loaf pan, and I'm going to put my batter right in there, and then it'll go in a 350 oven. So let's get the batter into the pan. All right, it is now in the pan, leveled out, and I hit it a couple times to get any air out. And so let's just take this and pop it in to a 350 degree oven. I've got something to catch anything that may run over. Alright, I just took this out of the oven after approximately 50 minutes, and it's coming out completely clean. So this will cool for 15 minutes, and then I will put it out onto this metal rack. All right, there it is out on the rack, and it smells wonderful. I'm going to let it cool for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to cut into it, and we're going to go in the backyard and enjoy it. All right, while the bread is cooling, I want to show you here on our website, calteas.com, 2 herbals that are going to be absolutely perfect with this bread. First, rooibos category, right at the bottom there. And we have a rooibos that actually has apple in it. And it's called caramelized apple pear. Now, this would be so good with this bread because it has that caramelized, warm flavor, and it already, like I said, has the apple, and it would be an absolute perfect addition to the bread. Now let's also go back to teas, and let's go to the herbals. And here we have an herbal. It's like it was made for it, and that is fruit and spices. And again, it would complement this bread so much because what we have in here is apple as well. And the cinnamon, clove, ginger, some of the flavors that are in the bread are also in this beautiful herbal. So caramelized pear and fruit and spices. Great pairing.
Sure smells
Okay, friends, thanks. It does, doesn't it? Vern said it sure smells good. So I cut a couple of thick slices here, and I'm going to go ahead and butter these. I don't think you're going to need any butter because it's so moist it's literally going to fall apart when we pick it up. So let's see how it tastes. All right, so what do you think, Vern?
Muy bueno. Muy bueno.
How would you describe this?
Just melts right in your mouth.
Yeah, it really does. It doesn't even need the butter, does it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, everybody, hope you enjoyed today's show, and we're heading out to the desert. It should be in bloom. If so, we'll bring back photos of that. And please help us by subscribing, liking, sharing, and I believe we can get 1,000 tea lovers to come and see what's going on over here with your help. Thanks again. See you next time.